Hey everybody, it's Cardfighter Hunter here, and today I am doing another deck for sale video. There will be a lot more of these because I'm sort of getting out of Vanguard and going into Buddy Fight. I'm still going to play Vanguard somewhat competitively, but I'm transferring most of my competitiveness, I guess, to Buddy Fight because that is actually where the money's at right now. There's a lot of really expensive stuff in Vanguard. So first, well, I guess second after the Nova Grapplers, but second deck for sale video I'm doing is Spike Brothers Grateful Catapult build. Just some things before we start. It's a really solid deck. It's an amazing rush deck. It does have some consistency problems, but if you're looking at getting into the game, this is a very, very good deck to start off with because it's cheap and it's pretty much the same thing over and over. I mean, there is a little strategy involved with, deciding when to do all this stuff, but it's pretty much when you get the Persona Blast, that's when you want to try to rush for game. That's when you break ride and then try to rush for game, because the break ride is just really stupid for Spike Brothers. So anyway, starting off, one Juggernaut maximum. I'm only running one because you really only need one. I'm already running 9 grade 3s in this deck as it is, which is pretty standard of Spike Brothers. So Soul Blast 1 when he attacks to become a 16k attacker. So it's very, very good. Very good. He's your ideal attacker. Attack with him, Soul Blast, put him back to the deck. Attack with a Bracky or something, Soul Blast, put him back to the deck. And then Superior Call them again. And if you break ride, this is going to be swinging for 26 by itself if you Soul Blast, which is really, really scary. Very scary. So, for Grateful Catapult, you kind of need to run 4 because it is a Persona Blaster, which means that you counterblast 2 and discard a card to search, or discard a copy of himself to search your deck for 2 Spike Brothers and call them. So he's actually a +1, believe it or not. If you're just going for straight up advantage, he's actually better than Dudley Emperor, but if you're trying to rush and finish the game, then in most cases Dudley Emperor is better. But I do like him because he has very, very good utility, because he is 11k. I don't know if utility is the right word, but he's more of a tank than Dudley because Dudley's 10k and you can just swing at him with a 10k vanilla, whereas, Grateful Catapult being 11k will actually provide you a lot of pluses. All the grade 3s are 11k, so. For Bad End Dragger, he's the break ride of the deck. When you break ride, your Vanguard gets 10k, and your rear guards get 10k, and then they get shuffled back to the end, to the deck at the end of the battle in which it attacked. So you break ride, attack for attack with your rear guards, attack for 21, and then Persona Blast, Superior Call them again, and then attack with them again, and you get ridiculous advantage. Because frickin' Juggernaut unboosted swings for 26 by himself on the turn you break right if you Soul Blast. So that means that if they're an 11k, which they're most likely going to be, because the biggest decks right now are Revengers and Link Joker, which don't have cross rides. Well, Revenger does, but not yet for English. But anyway, they're more than likely going to be sitting on an 11k base, which makes this 26k really, really scary. And the break ride is just really, really stupid. Stupid in a good way. Stupid in an overpowered, amazing advantage way. Grade 2's 4 high-speed Bracky. He's sort of the main dude of the deck. Soul Blast, same thing as Juggernaut, except he's a grade 2 and 9k. So, whenever you have to be kind of careful when you play him, because whenever you're going to play him, your opponent is going to try to get rid of him as fast as possible, because this card is pretty much your win condition. I mean, so is Grateful Catapult and Bad End, but this is certainly a big key part of it, because if you miss the break ride, you need to be able to get rid of your attackers before you Persona Blast, or otherwise it doesn't have that rush potential. So, yep, 4 of these. One Treasured Black Panther. I know that's kind of weird, but it's actually it's there for versatility, I guess, because it's nice to have that 10k base when you ride, because if you go first, that prevents them from calling a bunch of grade 2 9Ks during their turn and rushing you. So that 10k is nice, and also if they happen to be on a 10k Vanguard, you can swing at them for 10, which doesn't happen a whole lot anymore, but it still happens some games. If you'll see an OTT player playing CEO, you'll see Platinum Ezel with them stuck on Blonde Ezel or whatever. I'm running 2 Dudley Mason. I've considered bumping this up, but I like it just because the deck is already so Counterblast heavy as it is that I kind of don't want to run any more than 2 of this. So it's Counterblast 1, choose a Spike Brother from your hand and put it into your soul. When his attack hits a Vanguard, you can Superior Call a Spike Brothers from your deck. Very good. So it basically means you can get out Juggernaut on your on the turn that you ride this. And it is a Vanguard or Rearguard effect, so if you ride him, you can use it. If you call him, you can use it, as long as the attack is a Vanguard. So it's a very, very good, again, utility card. That's a utility card, definitely. 2 Fierce Leader Zachary, Soul Blast 1, when his attack hits a Vanguard, to draw a card, and then he goes back to the bottom of the deck, and then you shuffle your deck. So I like it. This deck is very tight on Soul Blasts, because it doesn't refill the soul a whole lot, which is, well, you'll see why and how I'm filling the soul a bit more, and how I manage the soul. But it's very good because it applies pressure, because it means that you can set up for your stuff next turn. So it's very, very good. 2 Field Driller. I'm only running 2 because it's 7k, and if you ride it, in order to activate its effect, you have to have almost a full rearguard circle, except for 1, which is kind of bad. But if you can pull it off, it's a +1, a straight up +1. So it's pretty good if you can pull it off. Grade 1s, 4 Cheer Girl Marilyn, Perfect Guard, not much to say. A lot of Spike Brothers players will tell you that you don't want to run 4 Perfect Guards at Spike Brothers because it's a rush deck and blah 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 blah, but I like running 4 of them because of the fact that the break rides are a big thing in this meta, and big numbers are a thing in this meta, because Nebula Lord is a very hard hitter. He makes it makes the entire field a hard hitter. Like, you just break ride your opponent, your opponent's Vanguard gets a lot of power, and then their rear guards in the front row do as well. If they have a Neobium or a Neon, they go up to stupid numbers. 1 Reckless Express. You're probably wondering why I'm only running 1 of these, but the answer is because he's not going to be your main attacker. It's just there for a early game thing. Because ideally, when you're going to Superior Call a Bracky or a Juggernaut, so Reckless Express is not the most ideal attacker. But if you can get it off early game, they're more than likely going to be sitting on a 7k Vanguard, so you can Soul Blast, attack for 12, or you can attack with your Vanguard, get a trigger, Soul Blast attack for 17, which they would have to guard for 15. Because AK vanillas aren't so much a thing in this game anymore, because everyone's playing the sub-clans. So anyway, moving on, 4 Medical Manager. The reason I'm running 4 is because, like I said, this deck is very, very Soul Blast heavy. And because it doesn't have Dudley to fill up your soul, you need to find a way to keep the soul consistent. So I will run this, and oftentimes I'll search with Mecha Trainer for this instead of like a Wonder Boy or a Marilyn or whatever. And then for Wonder Boy, your standard AK vanilla, this is a deck that can actually use it very well to your advantage because it makes very good numbers. If you have this behind your Bad End Dragger, this will be swinging for 21. So even if you somehow don't get another grade 3 to break ride, which would be kind of bizarre given the fact that there are 9 of them in the deck, but if you don't, you know, then you can make a 21k column. So yeah. Grade 0's Mecha Trainer is the starter. He has the same exact effect as Conroe, except it's for Spike Brothers. So, that is not much to say about it. It's a very good card. You want to run 1 as your starting Vanguard. There's no other option really competitively for Spike Brothers. 4 Silent Stroker. I just want to talk about this real quick because it's you can put it into your soul and unflip it damage, which it will let you limit break more. not much to say about it. It's very, very good. It fills the soul, it unflips damage, it is what you want to use for this deck. Whoops. And then, 4 of the other crit, Sonic Breaker, 4 draws and 4 heals. This is the basic Spike Brothers lineup. I mean, you could run stands, but the stands, you don't really want to run stands in this deck, because it's kind of inconsistent. So anyway, that is the deck. I've decided to sell the deck for $55, and that is including shipping. If you are in the United States of America or Canada, if you are elsewhere, you'll have to talk to me, and so we can figure out shipping, because shipping will be extra in that case, because if you have a bulky deck like this, you know, it's going to be a bit on the heavy side. And it is coming with the sleeves, but if you don't want it to come with the sleeves, I can knock off a couple of bucks. But if you want the sleeves, they're in very, very good condition. I haven't really used this deck a whole lot, so the sleeves are still in pretty good condition. So PayPal is preferred. I will accept concealed cash if you are in America. But in either way, you have to send the money first. I have to make sure I receive it, because obviously I don't want to send you the deck and be like, and then you'll be like, oh, ha ha ha. You know what I mean? It's just safety precaution. I'm not going to rip you off if someone buys the deck, which I really hope they will, because it will be supporting this channel, and I can guarantee there will be more deck profiles and box openings on this channel if I sell my decks. Then I forget what I was going to say. Oh yeah, I will upload a video of me dropping off the package into the mail, so that you know that I'm not ripping you off. I am legitimately sending it to you. So yeah, so the deck's very, very good. It's pretty cheap for a Vanguard deck too. So that's just that's the deck. It's very, very good. I have tested it online before set 10 actually came out, as well as in person with the actual deck, and it's a very, very good rush deck. So there will be more deck profiles and deck for sale videos after this, including Mega Colony, Coral, and let's see here, Dark Irregulars, Amon. So these are the other decks that I will be selling. If you're interested in any of these, I will be putting videos on this channel soon, so thanks for watching. Bye.